Dalrymple's position on Ashoka being half Greek. Why is it that there is this dying need on the part of this white man to look for everything that is white, even in Bharat's history? So there's a fantastic book of Thomas Trautmann. You should read it. It's a series of books that he's written on the Aryan invasion theory, its origins. You will never be able to understand the caste debate without understanding the history of Aryan invasion theory and vice versa. Remember that. When you're reading Indian history, that is the thumb rule. So when these people come to this country, they're like, we have colonized so many places. It's like the juggernaut of the Australian team finally being defeated in Calcutta. It comes here, and then it's asked, these guys are boggled. This fellow is black. He is an idol worshipper. He's a polytheist. And still he's culturally and spiritually superior to us. That question is repeated over and over again in their personal correspondence because they're hoping to find a fully inferior civilization, which is a defeated civilization, but a defeated civilization is not necessarily an inferior civilization. That is the realization that leads them to the point. If they are superior in some way, then that superiority must be traced back to us. And hence starts the reverse engineering of Indian history by bringing in the Aryan angle that everything that white stands for victory, and therefore at some point some fellow who was white would have come here, inseminated the blood here, and from there these guys must have become victorious. That is this dying need. So around that period they had something called the Tree of Civilization. The Tree of Civilization is the mapping of different civilizations based on their superiority and inferiority, which they had mapped for themselves, and who you think would be at the top of that particular pecking order. It has to be the white man. How is this entire thing worked out? Language becomes the basis for understanding somebody's race. Their inability to wrap their heads around Sanskrit leads to the conclusion that Sanskrit must necessarily be a white contribution and therefore an Aryan contribution, and from there starts the analysis of the Aryan invasion theory. We continue to spew this nonsense in today's Dravidianist politics in the South. This is literally, pun intended, the Bible of the Dravidianists. Because this is what they swear by when they push their agenda of Brahmin versus non-Brahmin, therefore Aryan versus non-Aryan, and